Welcome to another edition of the Hoop Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure exactly what I just saw, but I do know one thing. The Red Raiders emerged from Madison Square Garden Tuesday night with a huge 57-52 overtime victory over number 13 Tennessee. Really, what I'm going to remember about this game is the just horrific offense. Don't get me wrong, both teams played some good defense, but man, the shooting from the perimeter, the shooting from all over. I mean, this game featured an airballed free throw by Clarence Nadolny for Texas Tech, a Tennessee player known for his highlight dunks having a breakaway opportunity with no one within 10 feet of him. Him basically just collapsed on the floor and not even really get an attempt off. Multiple missed dunks, multiple missed free throws, terrible turnovers. I mean, just really terrible offense all the way around. But again, Texas Tech coming off the loss to Providence really needed this victory. Their 6 wins were against inferior competition. I had said leading up to this game they really needed to get to split at least against Tennessee and Gonzaga. Well, they already have at least that, and Gonzaga's been reeling. They've lost a couple games. They look vulnerable all of a sudden. So, Texas Tech has a game against Arkansas State between that. But hey, they got this win over Tennessee, a ranked squad, a good team, even though they didn't really show it tonight. On a big stage on ESPN, Jimmy V Classic, at Madison Square Garden, and I mean, ultimately that's what matters, and that's what's going to help the resume in terms of NCAA tournament seeding. So, a couple of things stood out. First off, there was great effort from Texas Tech, the entire team, in terms of team defense. They played very good defense. They were as good defensively as they were bad offensively, or at least close. Terrence Shannon was a monster. I believe he had 16 points and 12 rebounds or something like that. He was the best player on the court tonight, and so that matters. Daniel Bacho, wow. I mean, all of a sudden, he has totally supplanted, in my mind, Bryson Williams as, the starting big man. I mean, what a weapon in terms of as a rim protector on defense. I mean, wow. He's a good finisher. He's athletic. He's a good rebounder. I think he had 11 rebounds. I'm not even sure how many blocks he had, but he is just, special in terms of altering shots and as a rim protector. I mean, he was very, very good. And then, finally, I got to say, on the boards, really, maybe I should have let off with this. Texas Tech was tremendous on the defensive boards tonight. And they limited Tennessee to one shot, over and over and over again. And there was a lot of missed shots, so there was a lot of opportunities for rebounds. But that really was the key, I think. You can't let a team that's really struggling get a lot of opportunities to shoot. And they didn't. Defensively, team defense, Terrence Shannon's special night. He made some big plays in overtime. I thought Kevin McCullough also was poised in overtime. And then Daniel Bacho as a rim protector on defense and rebounder. And then just the whole team in terms of defensive rebounding. So that's really the big thing, other than the the monumentally bad offense from both teams. That's something they're going to, the fact that Tech doesn't have a bona fide point guard, it's going to be a problem, a continued problem. So they need to fix some things on offense. They need to figure some things out. Some guys like Kevin O'Banner, I had said at one point he was playing good offensively, but man, he missed a ton of open shots. He's got to come on. Bryson Williams, basically, he looked really good against the scrub teams, and he's really struggled against the two good teams, the teams with a pulse, in terms of Providence and Tennessee. So the step up in competition has affected him greatly. Davion Warren, he made some plays. He made some free throws they needed. So, I'll give him credit. He competed. Adonis Arms did some things at times, so he was okay. But they need some guys to step up, the O'Banners, the Bryson Williamses, those guys need to step up. Malik Wilson, terrible game. I've been very complimentary of him in the past, earlier in the season, but he was really, really bad tonight against Tennessee. And they need him. They need him to be at least a complimentary point guard to what McCullough and Shannon's doing in terms of handling the rock, because they're not really point guards, in my opinion. So My league's got to play better. So, but yeah, hey, they won 57-52, big overtime victory. They also broke that dang overtime jinx. Seemed like Tech couldn't win in overtime. I don't know how many games it was in a row they had lost, but it was crazy. So, big victory overall. That's what we'll remember. That in some of the bizarre offensive plays. But, I didn't think Tech would win tonight. I'm not going to lie. But they did. So, ultimately, it was a great night for the Red Raiders. We'll see what they do moving forward. But this is a big resume builder and a big win for Mark Adams and Texas Tech. So, with that, I want to thank you for watching. And until next time.